After that, it is setting up the logistics that will help us do it. For example, not everyone is due annual leave at the same time. This is easily overcome by what some employers already do. Just allow them to work back the days they have not accrued and take them in advance. So we can all get away from work in the same 4 weeks. And what do we do next? We plan all our food and other supplies in advance, as if we were going camping. And going camping is really a good idea, but you can stay at home if you aren't the outdoor type. Just plan on being as alone as you possibly can. Nobody goes within 3 meters of anyone else for 4 whole weeks. If mothers in homes have to dress small children, they wear masks and use hand sanitizer profusely, both on mother and child. If everyone makes a concerted effort to do as best they can in the same period, it will most likely be eradicated. Immediately after this time, governments should be ready to test everyone and isolate any who look like they are still carrying the virus. If we had the sense, and I stress this to politicians mainly, we could defeat COVID, but it is pointless unless the 7 measures to keep it out I suggested are fully implemented prior to the chosen month. To give you an idea of how badly it has gone so far, Omicron is about the 5th strain to mutate, and we let it in and 3 more prior in the 2 years since the first strain. Repeated opportunities to learn and still no learning. What is coming next, and will it kill us all? New Zealand and other Pacific Islands nations only have to eradicate it with a 4-week plan, because then all they need to do is accept planes from Australia. Nobody wanting to travel from overseas to, say, New Zealand will have to fly here first. By the time they fly out, they are clean and there are no stopovers. No cruise ship travel is allowed if they take advantage of our quarantine measures. While I have ideas about how we can get it right next time, I just thought I'd put this to people as a suggestion on what we need to do it right. And that is to build one international airport in the centre of Australia, such that any plane from anywhere around the world lands in this one airport hundreds of miles away from Alice Springs, the nearest town that could service it. Then we could have a quarantine facility that is first class and utilises the procedures and methods that have been learned at these places around the world that keep deadly viruses away from communities. We could keep people there for as long as it takes to ensure that they are clear of any disease, so that any future virus has no chance of getting in. Once they are clear, we can also have hospitals to treat people nearby and all sorts of transportation methods that don't involve spreading the disease. We can have it all located in that one central spot, and when they're clear, fly them to the various other airports. This may have a certain amount of cost, but I think if you were to compare it with the cost that we've been through, it would be ultimately cheaper. But if it wasn't even cheaper, it would save lives. It would be ultimately better for Australians. That's the way I see it should go. But even I know it's a pipe dream. We have governments that are incapable of doing the best for us. Finally, let me recap the facts. We knew of the virus well before it entered the country, and we knew how deadly viruses were handled safely. Yet we let people in with it, and we didn't handle them safely. The internal damage to both residents and the economy are far more disastrous than had we prevented it from coming here. And what a great job the government has done, because that's what they persistently keep telling us. Well, it's just a thought of mine, so let me know in the comments what you think is the right way to go forward. Bye for now, and stay safe.